Yeah. Gotta move it up so you can see this handsome young fella. It's the way to go, big fella. Woo, woo, woo. Ah, shut up. Already starting off on the bad foot. Gotta get up on your good foot. Put it there. Alright, what's going on, y'all, man? It's your boy, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Alright, so once again, for those that don't know, this your boy Bruce Leroy. Follow me on this Twitch. I'm Bruce Leroy BIH. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. I am Bruce Leroy. Follow me on TikTok. It's Bruce Leroy BIH. Alright, so today we going back to piano for roughly an hour. Minimum 45 minutes. Minimum. And then we just gonna, I got some shit I gotta react to. Matter of fact, we can try to get the NBA out of the way. No, we'll do that when we done. Let's get started on this piano. So for those that were here, I think it was Tuesday, because Wednesday I was like booked out of work and shit. But Tuesday I was here. I was trying to do like what's the name of this goddamn channel? Become a Piano Superhuman. He had a video where he was talking about good practice routines, every like a 10-minute practice or whatever. And for some odd reason, I felt like I forget where the damn keys was and what I was supposed to hit. So I got to rewatch the other video that I conquered. But first and foremost, let me actually... Okay, that'd be alright. Okay, we brushed. I was like the little bit of the fundamentals I had to do. All right, so we about to go rewatch what the shit is. You know what I'm saying?
You could learn this in less than a week. Most beginners take as little as 3 days to learn this. So this video is going to be a three-part video.
This took me
First,
3 days to
I'm
learn.
going to show you the exact notes of the chords. Then step 2, I'm going to show you how to drill them into your system so they're rock solid in your muscle memory, and you're not going to have problems getting hands-together coordination and sloppy playing. And in the third section, we're going to teach you how to use money patterns, which is basically simple variations you can use to this chord progression that really add spice and add life and add pop to it. All right, so here's what the 4-chord progression is going to sound like. Remember, if this looks complicated, if it looks hard, I guarantee you, you can learn it, and you'll see how easy it is once we break it down step by step. So here's what it's going to sound like. And it also could sound like this if we switch it up and use a different pattern. We could use the same 4 chords, it might sound more like this. excited to learn? I'm ready to go. All right, let's get started. All right, so to learn these chords, we're basically going to use a couple of music theory hacks to make it even easier to learn. Now, before I made this video, I went and looked up all the other videos that were similar to this to make sure that mine was the best and the easiest way to learn. And a lot of these videos, they'd be like, yeah, it's easy, only 4 chords: C, G, A minor, F. And they'd be playing these big 4-note chords and they're moving their hands all around the piano. And I'm like, this is not easy, especially if you're a beginner. If you've ever been frustrated with lessons that make everything too hard, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna make it super simplified for you right now. All right, so here's the 4 chords. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put both of your thumbs on C. So to find the C, find the 2 black notes, 1, 2, and go 1 note below it. There's your C, find 2 black notes, 1 note below it, that's a C. Now your thumbs are gonna stay on C throughout this entire lesson, and your fingers are gonna stay on the corresponding notes as well throughout the entire time. You never have to shift your hands, you never have to move your fingers. They're gonna stay on the exact same notes because of the music theory hacks that we're gonna use. All right, so your first chord is a C major chord. You're gonna play a C in your left hand and C, E, G in your right hand. The next chord is a G chord. You're gonna play a B in your left hand and a C, D, G in your right hand. Now technically, this is actually a G sus chord in first inversion. I don't want you to memorize that or even think about it if you're a beginner. Just to simplify it, we're just gonna call this a G chord because it serves the same purpose. Now our next chord is gonna be an A minor chord. So it's gonna be an A in your left hand, C, E, G in your right hand. Now again, technically this is an A minor 7th chord. We're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna call this an A minor chord to keep it simple. And the last chord is an F major chord. So we have an F in your left hand. We have C, F, G in your right hand. This is technically an F add 9 chord, but we're just gonna call this an F chord to make it simple. All right, so now we have our 4 chords: C major, G major, A minor, and F. Now I want you to stop right here, and before you think, hey, I'm gonna go rush off to my piano, I have the notes already, I'm just gonna learn this, I want you to really encourage you to watch the rest of the video, because a lot of people, they go off and they don't learn it correctly in the right way, and they don't really drill it into their muscle memory correctly. And then what happens is they come back and it's very sloppy and they have trouble getting hands together. So I wanna really encourage.
If you're struggling to play the piano, we've uploaded a free piano chord chart for you. It contains 24 major and minor piano chords.
Now the great part of exercise 1 is a simple but powerful exercise to help you develop your piano technique. Exercise 2 will help you quickly learn chords for actual songs on autopilot. And exercise 3 is a fun drill to help your improv skills, even if you've never improvised in your life. And stick around to the end to get the 5-7 motivation method goal sheet to help keep you white hot motivated to practice every single day, even if you've had trouble sticking to a consistent practice schedule in the past. All right, I'm excited and ready to go. Let's get started. All right, so the first section of this morning routine is the 5-finger drill technique exercise. It only takes about 2 minutes to complete, but it's a very powerful exercise that turns sloppy, choppy playing into smooth, even tone. And at the same time, will solve any weak pinky issues you might think you have. All right, so the exercise itself is pretty simple. We start with our thumb on C, and then we simply play up to our pinky and back down twice. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we simply move our thumb up 1 note to D and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we move our thumb up to E, do the same thing, and so on and so forth until we hit our thumb on this C. are not the most important part about this exercise. The important part is the form and the wrist motion to use, and let me show you what I mean. Now, if your fingers are nice and curved like this and you start playing the exercise, the first 4 notes are fine. But as you'll notice, if your pinky is curved, you'll miss this last note. It's literally not long enough to reach this last note. So what most beginners do is most beginners straighten their pinky to reach the note. And a straight pinky is a weak pinky, and it's bad technique. And it leads to sloppy, choppy playing and this very uneven sound that you typically hear in a lot of beginners. It sounds something like this. Instead of the smooth. And some people call this weak pinky syndrome, but it's actually very, very easy to fix. All we do is whenever we're playing toward our pinky, we move our wrist down and out as we play. And as you can see, with our wrist over here, down and out, now our pinky can stay nice and curved and strong to play this G, and you don't get that weak pinky sound that a lot of beginners have. And then as we move back towards our thumb, we rotate our wrists up and in to complete a circle. So as we move our wrists and do the whole exercise, our wrists will be making these circles down and out, up and in. It looks something like this. So instead of thinking about this exercise as playing notes with individual fingers, which sounds sloppy and choppy, instead, you want to think of it as if you're playing the notes with your wrists and your fingers are simply transferring the weight from your wrists onto the keys. And it leads to a very smooth, even, and confident sound. And on top of that, this is the only way you're ever going to be able to play at really fast speeds and have a smooth sound. It's so crazy to me. I see all these videos on YouTube that give out these little finger exercises, and they only show you the notes and not the technique to play them correctly. And so a lot of beginners, they just memorize these kind of random series of notes, and then they drill in bad technique habits that are really, really annoying and frustrating to correct later on. So be super diligent and make sure you're using proper technique right from the get-go. And of course, once you're done with the right hand, you can do the exact same thing with the left hand. So for the left hand, we're going to start with our pinky on this C. And same thing, so it's just going to go up and down twice. And then repeat the same thing with your pinky on D, and then E, and then F, all the way up until you get to the higher C. Of course, always using proper technique. Now, this exercise is simple but very powerful, okay? It only takes like 2 minutes a day, but you'd be amazed on how much more smooth and confident and even students sound even after just a few months of practicing this a couple minutes a day. All right, next up is step 2, where I'm going to show you a powerful exercise to make your chord changes in songs automatic and effortless. But before that, now would be a great time to download the cheat sheet. We're going to be using it for the rest of the video. So click the link, enter your name and email, click submit, and you'll go to this page where you can download the cheat sheet here. And while you're there, you might as well also download the close chords cheat sheet as well as the 5-7 motivation method goal sheet. We're going to be using both of those later on. All right, so now that our fingers are nice and warmed up, we're going to cover a 4-minute practical exercise to drill chord progressions into your brain. And when I say practical, I mean we're going to use actual chord progressions that you find in real songs. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to a website called ultimate-guitar.com. And up here you can type in one of your favorite songs. So I'm going to use All of Me by John Legend. Find a version that has 5 stars, click on it, and if you scroll down, you'll see all the chords in the entire song. Then simply click Simplify down here to simplify the chords, and then go through the chords and find the repeating chords. Now, for most songs out there, they'll repeat the same 4 or 5 chords over and over. So for this song, as you can see, we have E minor, C, G, D, and then it repeats. E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D. Next, if you go to the close chords cheat sheet that you downloaded, go and find your 4 chords, E minor, C, G, and D. And if you want, you can even print off the cheat sheet and cut.
So A major. Why do I feel like that's one of these keys, right? sounds off as fuck.
Out the chords with the scissors and put them right on your piano. And now you have your chord progression. E minor, C, G, and D. Now the great part about the close chords cheat sheeting chords. Now for most songs out there, they'll repeat the same 4 or 5 chords over and over. So for this song, as you can see, we have E minor, C, G, D, and then it repeats. E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D. Next, if you go to the close chords cheat sheet that you downloaded, go and find your 4 chords, E minor, C, G, and D. And if you want, you can even print off the cheat sheet and cut out the chords with the scissors and put them right on your piano. And now you have your chord progression. E minor, C, G. And D.
So B, C, D, G. B, D, G. D, D, G. Oh, D, D, G. Okay, so B, D. What if try it on this side? Cause if it's minor, it's gonna be on this side, would it not? Or do it matter?
Now the great part about the close chords cheat sheet is I designed it to automatically use inversions of the chords that are going to be automatically twice. A couple minutes. Well, as the click, we have you downloaded. Go and find your 4 chords: E minor, C, G, and D. And if you want, you can even print off the cheat sheet and cut
Bro, like
out
sound
the
like Damon
chords
Wayne
with
would be
the
imitating
scissors
characters and
and
shit.
put them right on your piano. And now you have your chord progression. E minor, C, G, and D.
Interesting. This don't seem like that's that difficult. I think I overcomplicated the shit out of this the last time. Let me try myself. Because I'm thinking that he moved from the other joint. He did it. He played on one hand. So, right? Boom. C will be here. So B, E, G. Okay, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. It is C, E, G. Okay, it sound good so far. Sound good so far. You feel me? It sound good so far. Okay, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, type shit. All right, and then A D. Yeah. I think we got it. Hot. Oh, we got it. Hot. Here we only got one rule. Never ever let it cool. Keep it cooking in the pot. What you got on that? Hold on. I think we got that shit, man. I think I overcomplicated the fuck out of this shit. I still was here, but I understand now. I thought he was moving the keys. I got keys. All right, let me stop.
Now, the great part about the close chords cheat sheet is I designed it to automatically use inversions of the chords that are going to be automatically close together. That way you don't have to jump your hand around on the keyboard, E minor, C, G, D, which is very challenging for beginners, and instead the chords are all gonna be right next to each other. So E minor, C, G, D. Now, if you don't know what a chord inversion is, for now, don't worry about it. You can simply just follow the chords on the cheat sheet and they're going to be correct for you automatically. Okay, so to learn this chord progression, don't just start randomly practicing. Instead, you want to use the added chord strategy learning method to make it nice and easy for you. So here's how it works. First, you're going to take only the first two chords of the progression, E minor and C. And you're going to practice just those two chords over and over.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's do what he said. Yeah. Okay. Woo. So, okay. Let's just practice this for right now. Cause I was overcomplicating the shit out of this. Cause I'm like, damn, how the hell we gon' nah. So this is what I'm finna do. I'm not finna play no motherfucking song until I'm. Oh, hold on. I'm not even doing this shit correctly. I forgot my pedal. I was driving without my pedal. Sorry, officer. Alright, so let's do it again. Watch me work, watch me whip, watch me nay, watch me whip. I think we got this shit, man. We just gotta do it, man. We gonna do it 2 more times. I got 2 phones. Alright. Do it 2 more times as a motherfucker. So. Hold on. Cause that's not it. That's not it. You ain't even touching the right goddamn keys. There we go. That sound better. That sound like the shit you supposed to be hitting. Watch this high note. Ooh. And another one. I think we hit that shit one more time for the homies. Ooh. Alright. So. Right. Same thing. Right. We're gonna switch it over. Right. And we're gonna hit it again. Wait a minute, hold on. That's what I do, man. That's what I do, bro. That's what I do. Are you good? That's what I do, nigga.
So E minor, C, E minor, C, and and so on and so forth. And once you have those two chords kind of down pat, then you're going to add the next chord, the G, onto the end. So it's going to look like this. E minor, C, G, stop. E minor, C, G, stop. And keep practicing that until you have it good. And then, of course, once you have that good, add the final chord, RD, onto the end, so it's going to look like this. E minor, C, G, D, and repeat.
One more time for shits and giggles. One more time for shits and giggles, man. One more time, you feel me? And then hit that high note. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah.
E minor, C, G, D. So once you have your right hand good, now we just add the left hand. Left hand is pretty simple. We're just going to play the root note of each chord. So we're going to play E, C, G, D, and repeat.
How the fuck I did not know that was coming? How my dumb ass didn't know that was coming? That was the next part. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so same thing here, right? Right. So this shit sound nasty. It's like somebody gotta take a shit. Alright, anyway. Okay, what the fuck? Alright, hold on. Alright, right here. So, alright, let's get serious. Back to the business. This shit sounds horrible, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Wait, no. So it gotta be. Alright, let's try it again with the thumbs. Those are your hands. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm fucking around. Okay, so I don't feel comfortable playing on this deep. You know what I mean? It's just like, ugh, yucky. Ew, it's sticky. Ew. Oh. I kind of got it, but I'm still kind of like, nah, I'm not in rhythm. But I got it pretty much. The left hand, we not like sharp with it just yet. We ain't sharp with it just yet. But we getting out. Yo, I swear to God, I need to talk to Ashton Kutcher or Martin. They need to put me in the next open season. I swear to God, like my voice acting on point. Like I could definitely sound like an animal that got like his leg ran over. Swear to God, I could be like I don't know what type of animal they could play. They could like a possum or a skunk. We can figure that shit out later. You know what I'm saying? When they work the details and they set the brothers some moolah. You hear me? But yeah, on some real shit. Let's get back to work. So wait a minute. So then that would be C. Yeah. So then now, wait a minute. 2 black keys. 2.5 black keys. We're gonna try like a couple more times so I can get it like a little smoother than what I got it. Cause it's kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. So. Slid on the ass side. That's my C, baby. That's my C. 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 Son of a bitch. I veered off course. Okay. Right back to it. So it's that last part. So I think we got everything else. That last part is giving me fits. Hold on. Let's run it back a few more times. Maybe like 2 more times. We done. We're going to move on. We done. We're going to move on. Billy Joe. Shout out DZ Verse. Billy Joe. We're going to move on. I got stuff to do. Such as reading the book. Probably eat a bag of Cheeto Puffs. Just relax for the night before I have a long arduous day tomorrow. You said I can't go to sleep till the house is clean. I don't know if you know now. I work a 14-hour shift, and that's just not gonna cut it for me. I'm not gonna work in the house and then work outside, because that's what the point of having a housewife is, that I go outside and get the bacon and you cook the motherfucker. You a fucking fool, son. And then, yeah, switch it over. And then, one more time. One more time for the open swing here. And then, boom. Good enough. Let's move on. Let's move on. Nah, fuck it. One more time. One more time. One more time. No quitting in this motherfucker. Okay. And I said, okay. Good enough. Let's move on.
E, C, G, D. And we put it together with our right hand.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's just see. Let's just see if we really that sharp with it. Let's see. Let's see. Because I think I know what he's going to ask to do next. Unless it's impossible. But I think I know what he's going to ask to do next. See if you can play both sides at the same time. You know what I'm saying? See if you do it at the same time. I don't think it'll hurt. Then yeah, they bring that C back in. Then roll we back here. Right, so roll we back here so I can eat some grits. And then this was gonna be a little tricky trying to get this key together, but I feel like if I had enough to eat. Hold on. Okay. If I get this part down packed by myself, because I think I know this next thing was answer to do, which I do know that at the same damn time. Movies. Okay. Bet. Bring it a little closer. And then is what it's supposed to be like. Right. Oh, I had the wrong key. Hold on. No, it's the right key. And then the last one is gonna be a little tricky because it takes a long time to. Alright, boom. Oh yeah. So here. We gotta go here. So we gotta put this shit together. Then put this shit together, and you know you got the best of moments. So, boom. Bring it over. Then back here again. It's Willie Joe learn how to play the piano. I think we getting it. I think we getting this motherfucker. We get this shit. Wait a minute. One more time. Ah! It's like Alicia Keys, like, ah! Like you stub your toe in the motherfucking dresser and shit. I'm just playing. I love you, Alicia. It was just a little jokey joke. I love you, Alicia. Don't kill me. You ever seen this? Okay, a little jokey joke. All right, get back to work. Lazy beach. Okay. Right back. Cool. Right back. Willie Joe don't play no games. Yeah, and then I think it might be going Piano Maestro. I think I got this shit, man. Okay. Tell him. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah! One more time. He ain't giving up. He ain't going nowhere. Man. The fuck? Alright, so it's go back to what we used to doing before. And then all the way up here, and then Willie Joe. One more time, you're not going nowhere. Now that to be finished, we gotta finish, and we gonna eat, and we gonna make sure it be food, and one more time. Shit. Hold on. One more time. Motherfucker. Hold on. Now we're gonna do this shit 2 more times because you fucking up. Right back. Then that A right there. Hey! Alright, we're gonna do that one more time because you did that shit sloppy the last time. I'll approve of it. Right back, and then hit him with that Willie Joe, learning the piano, learning more keys than the ones that unlock my car in my house. But don't worry, when I get up, I'll be ready to go and ready to work. Okay.
Try to put it all together at the same time. It's going to be way too frustrating as a beginner. We want to use the added chord strategy. So first, we're going to start off just E minor to C. And just keep practicing this. E minor, C, E minor, C. Once that's good, we add the third chord, the G. So we have E minor, C, G. And then again, E minor, C, G. Practice that till it's good. And then finally, you'll practice E minor, C, G, D, all together. Now, this is going to go a couple days to probably get into your fingers, but once you have that good and it starts to feel automatic,
it's in my fingers right now.
And it's going to sound good. So you could start playing E minor, C, G, D, and actually play the song. What would I do without your smart mouth, drawing me in and you kicking me out? Now, this is important. You don't have to do all the steps on day one. What I recommend doing is
I ain't gonna lie to you, depending on certain parameters, I think we earned us actually going to do something else. I think we earned it. I think after I do this little stupid ass y'all legend shit, I think I'm gonna do something else. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Look at me. Finally. This part is the fucking trick, but this is the part I hate the most. There you go, the tricky part right here. Okay, so we gotta get used to kind of just playing it. I got it. So it's. Then Willie Joe, gotta find out where the keys are. What the fuck was the last one? Son of a bitch. Okay, so D, boom.
Stick to one chord progression, one song a week, right? So maybe kick in the play the song.
Okay. So I know where I messed up. You gotta hit the key. Willie Joe, gotta learn to hit the key, right? Otherwise, we can't move on to the next one. So until we learn what we supposed to learn, we not going no motherfucking way. So stay your ass here. Shit. Son of a gun. How the fuck did I forget the melody already? One more time. How the hell I forget that? I've been playing this shit the whole time. I forgot the melody. Shit. Okay, that last part keep fucking up. One more time for the one more time. You feel me? Come on, Willie Joe. One more time for the one time. Shit, motherfucker.
on day 1. What I recommend doing is stick to one chord progression, one song a week. Right? So maybe this week you start with this song, All of Me, and maybe day 1 you only work on the right hand. Then day 2 you add in the left hand. Day 3 you get hands together. Day 4 you can start adding the rhythms, and by day 5 you can play the song effortlessly. And think about it, even if you only learn one song a week, after a year you will be able to play over 50 songs. And it's actually a lot better than that, because as you'll see, there's a lot of songs out there that actually use the exact same chords as other songs. So in reality, you'll probably be able to play hundreds of songs after only a year of practice, and you could actually start playing gigs if you wanted to. It's a very powerful way of learning. All right, so next up we're going to talk about an easy improvisation drill you can start using today, even if you've never done any improv in your life. But first, if you like this style of teaching where I really go in depth into technique and all the learning strategies like the added chord strategy to make sure that you're really doing everything correctly and stopping bad habits before they start, if you could hit that like button, I would really, really appreciate it.
Already did.
All right, the third and final section to this morning routine, I'm going to show you a simple 4-minute per day improv drill that can drastically improve your improv skills over time. So for your left hand, it's very simple. Put your pinky on C and your thumb on G and simply alternate between these two notes. Like that. Then for your right hand, you can literally play any white notes on the keyboard and it's going to sound good. Let me show you what I mean. On the
We done. We're gonna let this video play out for whatever the remaining time, and we're gonna do something else.
It's always gonna sound good. And that's it. Just work this 4 minutes a day. Make up whatever you want. You know, be creative. Put some of your own energy, your own emotion into this. And as you do this week after week, month after month, you'll start to develop your own style. You know, your own kind of go-to riffs that you like to use when you improvise. All right. So next up, we're gonna talk about the 5-7 motivation method, a system I developed that keeps even the most inconsistent practicer dialed in and motivated. But first, let me know in the comments, which exercise are you most excited to practice? Is it the 5-finger drill? Is it the chord progressions? Or is it the improvisation? Leave a comment and let me know. Next up, I'm going to show you the 5-7 motivation method to keep you white hot motivated and on track. So if you pull up the 5-7 motivation method goal sheet, as you can see, we have our 3 exercises over here on top, and on the left side we have weeks 1 through week 12. So when you sit down at the piano, after you practice each exercise, you put a tally mark in each of the boxes for week 1. Then the second day you practice, you put another tally mark in the box. Now the goal...
Okay. I've been ignoring any and everybody that's been there because I couldn't see it, obviously. So if anybody in here, I apologize for ignoring y'all. Oh, Jeff Champion, my bad. What's good with you? What's good with you, man? What's happening? If you still here, my bad if I ignored you, man. I dead ass couldn't see the check. I was locked in on the video. All right, man. So before we get started with today's festivities, I need a little motivation. So I'm that guy. Oh hell! Woo woo woo! Where my dogs at? Arf 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 arf! Where my dogs at? Woo! All right. Get that bullshit out the way. I don't give a fuck. I'm crazy. Ah, bitch. All right, no, it's a real shit though. Oh, it's a real shit though. Oh, it's a real shit. Oh, it's a real shit. All right, I don't know what the fuck we gonna react to today. I will start off with this. All right. First thing is, you know what I can't stand about these platforms, and I really just want to just say it. So many of these motherfuckers right now, they're not into the WNBA. And by the way, for any male that watches WNBA, credit to you. Awesome. Good for you. But a lot of these niggas don't give a fuck about the WNBA. I just think either these niggas is fucking scared of getting canceled. Because I'm starting to see these platforms like Speak Easy randomly talk about the NBA. Like, I know y'all niggas don't watch the motherfucking WNBA. There's no fucking way. Number one, to do what they do, it requires like a pretty hectic work schedule. So you're working a lot. And you gonna watch the sports that's... The first shit you're gonna watch when you do have the time is gonna be the NFL, and if you're not sitting there watching the fucking W, like these niggas are such liars, bro. They just do shit so that way they won't get canceled, but it comes off as disingenuous because why the fuck would I want to hear from people who actually are pretending? They're basically fucking grifting and pretending so that way they don't get canceled and shit. The people are so fucking lame, I swear to God. But anyway, moving forward with that. Saying racial whatever. I'm not even gonna read what the fuck that is. Okay, so two things happened in the NBA. The first one is quick. All right. And you know, real quickly, motherfuckers really sleep heavily on the 2020 class. 2020 class was good. Lotto. 24K Golden, and I think, what was the other dude name? Ian, I think his name is. I probably fucked up his name. But I know for a fact, 24K Golden, he had a moment. I think it was collab with Ian. It was Gold Link or some shit. I don't remember. But he had some success. Polo G has some success. Rod Wave is a top 10 rapper in the fucking game right now. Who else? NLE Chopper, great rapper. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Like 2020, really, in my honest opinion, like I like Moray and a couple others. You know, I like Blast too. Blast is good. Other than that, for the most part, 2020 was my favorite class, and after that, and Lil TJ had a decent run too. You know what I'm saying? And Jack Harlow had a decent run too. 2020, in my opinion, was like the last good XXL. I'm talking about like, I ain't talking about like, oh, I pick a few people. Like I'm a Sofago fan too. But I'm talking about like, oh, and honestly, Cold Cheese did a really good job with his freestyle. So did Saucy Santana. You know what I'm saying? So I would actually say 2020, if we're talking about the entirety of the group, 2020 was the last good group, last good class, in my opinion. Like if we're talking overall. You know what I mean? So there's a couple things I want to talk about real quickly. The first thing is this. LeBron James is no longer going to be a member of the Lakers. And there's Golden State that has heavy interest in bringing him and bringing Anthony Davis. I'm going to be honest with you. I have two sides to this. Number one, I don't want to see him play with Stephen Curry. I do not. To me, it's just like, and here's another thing that I kind of throw in there as like something that I kind of wanted to talk about, but I feel like this is the perfect time to bring this into the conversation. I'm so sick of some of these former Boston Celtic players so mad. Like Rondo, I know ain't mad at LeBron because he wouldn't have played with them. Ray Allen played with them, so they was cool. And damn near KG and fucking Ray Allen had a petty ass beef for no fucking reason. And Paul Pierce, LeBron is a great fucking player. And LeBron when we talk about male role models, black male role models, bro, he is the epitome of a fucking role model, bro. He is goddamn, I'm not saying he perfect, ain't nobody an angel, but when it comes to keeping his nose clean, staying out the way, just staying focused, and not fucking up the bag, working hard, taking his craft seriously, and this coming from a motherfucker who ranked Kobe and Michael Jordan. I put LeBron as the third best player of all time. Some people put him at number one. Some people believe he's better than Kobe. I disagree with those, but that's neither here nor there. But LeBron is a fucking success story. And this is what I don't like about, and I'm going to say because I'm half black. I got to say this. Our people got to stop disrespecting our legends. We're so fucking quick. Like, and we're doing it to people that's not even doing anything. You know what I mean? Just for simply existing. I'm not saying we should hold these people as a God or Jesus because they're not that. But what pisses me off is that our heroes, our heroines, which means our great great ladies who have done some remarkable work in multiple industries, like a Felicia Rashard, like Kehlani, so on and so forth. We got to stop trying to, and I don't see this with anybody else. Our people just try to find ways to tear our heroes. They're like, we're the heroes. Well, if you stop shit talking them for no fuck, mind you, the person that they're speaking about didn't do anything wrong to deserve a commentary or the backlash that they received. They just, for it simply fucking existing. We gotta stop disrespecting our legends unprompted. It's getting on my fucking nerves. LeBron don't have to be your fucking favorite player. But Paul Pierce, you're fucking retired. Why do you still talk? You're retired. LeBron is great. LeBron is better than you. So is fucking D Wade. Sorry. I don't give a fuck how you think. Like Paul Pierce, great player in his time, but he's starting to get really annoying with the off the court shit. Like when it says he transitioned, it's just like he's just starting to irritate the fuck out of me, bro. Like, cause he's just like, there's no reason to hate LeBron no more. You were rivals. Y'all did what y'all had to do. It's over with. Okay, y'all, you're not playing no more. The competitives, it's like, get a man his proper respect. Yes, do I want to see a play for Golden State? Absolutely the fuck not. But in the same respect, because it's like, I want to see LeBron and Curry play together. I don't want to see them work together unless it's like the All-Star game or it's the Olympics. I don't want to see him and Curry play together. I really don't. It's just something in me, in my brain tells me that they should stay rivals. They should stay on opposite sides. Unless it's like the Olympics or the All-Star team, they should not play on the same team. That's just my personal opinion. I don't want to see him play for Golden State. It's going to look awkward as fuck, and I can't. All the childhood memories about Cleveland going against the Warriors, it's just going to fuck my whole brain up. I really don't want to see LeBron go to Golden State. Like, honestly, if it was me, I would play in Miami because Giannis and Bam Adebayo going to hog the ball. If they wasn't on there, I'd say, yeah, he should go back to Miami. I think he should go back to Cleveland, retire there, play for one more year, and then just retire. You know what I mean? I don't see any other destination outside of Cleveland that actually makes sense. Right? I don't want to see him play for the Sixers. And we're going to talk about the Sixers. So, Sixers made a trade. We'll talk about that right now. So, as far as, honestly, either LeBron should come back to the Lakers, which he's not going to do that. He made that clear. And he said he doesn't want, from what I heard, he doesn't want to leave the California area. So, that means he's either going to be on the Clippers, which you don't have Kawhi, so it ain't going to make no sense. Or he's going to, fuck. Let's go to the news. And I don't know why the fuck the Knicks got rid of Mitchell Robinson. Like, that's the yeah, you see what I mean about why I don't watch the fucking NBA, bro? Because they break up teams. You don't get rid of a Mitchell Robinson, bro. You do not do that. Like Mitchell Robinson, that's a defensive guy. He don't need to hog the ball. He's like kind of like an old school player. He got to adapt a little bit, which I think he did. But other than that, bro, like, nah. So, the Sixers gave up a 2028 first-round pick, a 2031 unprotected first, a 2028 second round, 2030 second round. Why the fuck is he getting all these picks? So, Jalen Waddle. Jaylen Brown is a Sixer. And then Paul George is in Boston. I don't know how that's going to fucking work. You basically got a washed up Tatum who's better defensively playing on the same fucking team. That's not going to work, dog. It's just not. And Paul George, it's time for you to retire, dog. The injuries definitely, great player when he was healthy. But I think the injuries done took a toll on him. I think it's over with. Let's go see Boston starting five. Can't forget. I put Boston's. And Porzingis is on Golden State, which is interesting. So they got Derek White, they got Baylor Schreiman, Paul George, Jason Tatum, Mitchell Robinson. They got Peyton Pritchard, who's a very good shooter. They still got Mike Conley. They can win with this lineup. They can win with this lineup. If they play together They can win with this lineup. Okay, anything else I wanted to speak about? But yeah, as far as Jaylen Brown going to the Sixers, it's not guaranteeing shit. It's really not. And honestly, the Sixers need to part ways with what's the old boy name? Joel Embiid. They should have been to that, like, it's 3 to 4 years overdue. Like, honestly, I think everybody's so fucking scared of online discourse. Everybody's scared, bro. Everybody's like, everybody's like, yo, let people on First Take and fucking Speak Easy or wherever the fuck they from, let them talk shit. Let the fans on social media talk shit. Do what's in the best interest of your organization. If the best interest of the organization to move on from a player that, you know, it's been long overdue. Like, again, I go back to what I was saying about Saquon and the Giants. Everybody got mad. Why did you pay Saquon? Didn't pay Saquon? No, it ran its course, bro. You know what I'm saying? When the relationship run its course and they spent enough time on the team to kind of figure out if we're going to win with this person, the best thing to do, even if they kind of like right in a prime, is just to let them go so that way they're not wasting their career, because you can't do anything for them and bring a team around them that could actually win. But I don't like the Knicks giving up Mitchell Robinson. I'm being totally honest with you. Anything. That's how about Diana Rossini with the coach. But there are no black people in France. Well, our friends was fucking living single. I don't even fucking give a shit. Okay, so Jaylen Brown made some comments about that. We'll watch, but it's something else I wanted to talk about. And I just saw it on my feed, and now I feel like I lost it. Let me just look real quick. Nia Long or Lauren London. Now imagine saying this shit with like Nipsey Hussle like right behind, about to like fucking hit you upside the head. That shit be funny as hell. But like Nia Long or Lauren London. And then Nipsey like, what's up, homie? So which one you choosing? I know which one I wouldn't choose if I was you. Yeah, what's good, man? Hey, you want to take a victory lap and then come back and then I'll let you know my choice? Nah, we going to stay right here. And then imagine him clapping. Yo, he forever a G for basically defying Diddy. That shit was hilarious, dog. Okay, so Fangio spoke to Makuba, and then we'll touch on some other stuff later.
Does your team work everywhere but together?
This is your team space in.
This is Eagle Owl, and today,
shout out Eagle Owl, man.
Andrew Makuba. I'm talking about Vic Fangio. Also, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Emmanuel Acho hating on Makai Lemon. Lastly, Reek Woolen, Keely Ringo.
I'm not trying to tell this man how to run his channel, but we have to stop responding to Emmanuel fucking Acho. He holds no weight. Listen. He is only good for one thing, and that's fucking clickbaiting. And we're falling right into it. Stop mentioning this nigga's not a good reporter. He is ass. I don't know why the fuck people on TV watching this guy. He adds no fucking value. He wasn't a good NFL player. Not only was he not a good NFL player, he's even a fucking worse analyst. His whole spiel is even to the point where I'm looking at titles on my fucking screen, and they're just pure clickbait. Oh, Jalen Hurts is the worst quarterback in the league. And they'll say that shit. They don't have all these faces on there. And it's like, at this point in time, him and his platform, it's just... It's a fucking clown show over there, bro. Like, it really is. Like, that show and what he stands for, I don't fuck with him. I'm so sorry. And obviously, LaShawn McCoy, great player, but sometimes he act like a Benedict when it comes to the Eagles. Like, 1 minute he on our side, next minute he not. So I'm just mad confused. And then TJ, I don't have a problem with him, but sometimes he'll say some shit that just don't make sense. But whatever, it is what it is.
Working together, but let's get straight into it. All right, so before we get straight into the main topics, have you guys seen this preview?
But I'll see you Christmas Eve, though.
Why, do we play you then?
Yeah, when we come up to Philly.
I'm focused on our opener. You better be, too.
Welcome back.
Damn, I love that. I might go ahead and watch that one for sure.
Cooper DeJean.
And I'm Reed Blankenship.
Hey, one thing I love, shout out to Reed Blankenship, by the way, and everything that he did. By the way, and... I do have to apologize to Darius Slay for one thing. I do. So there was a situation where I think Darius Slay talked about the leaders of the team, and he left Chauncey Gardner-Johnson name out. Now, I still stand by the fact that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is a leader, but I'm not going to lie to you. Based on the recent behavior that we already talked about like last week, because we're not going to get into a full spiel of it, I have to apologize to Darius Slay now, but I think he did the right thing. I think he in my opinion, Chauncey brought his own type of leadership in there by, his attitude. But in a sense, especially how he reacted recently, he did the right thing not saying his name and saying Blankenship over. I'm sorry, because how he going out is sad. But I also think, just kind of moving on to a more positive note, I think it's cool as hell how even though Blankenship's on another team, he's still keeping in touch with his guys. You know what I'm saying? Like him and DeGene still got the podcast together. So I think that's dope, man.
Our first guest of the season is a living legend. He's coached in the NFL for 40-plus years. Shoot, that's more years than Reed and Lucy have even been alive together.
That's crazy. But he's coached for 10 NFL teams, including the Houston Texans and obviously the Eagles. He's gone from a Dunmore High School QB to father of one of the most popular defensive schemes in modern football to Super Bowl champion to the first guest on Season 2 of the Exciting Mics. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Coach Vic Fangio.
Don't give Reed too much so he can take it back.
Might as well just cut me out of this section.
He's got his hands full in Houston. No, he's paying attention, but I always got something to say.
I feel like that's Southern in you.
Are you single, Coop?
Yeah, that's going to be a great interview with Fangio. Rarely do interviews outside of the press conferences, but him, Cooper DeJean, also Reed Blankenship, can't wait to see that. But speaking of it, Fangio, let's go ahead and talk about Andrew Mukuba. So Andrew Mukuba spoke to the media. It wasn't on video. It was more of an article. He spoke about his improvements during the season and how Vic Fangio was on his ass. And this is the exact quote. So this is Andrew Mukuba speaking. I effed up that game. So he's talking about the Giants game. After that game, Vic Fangio was on my ass, man. For a whole 3 weeks straight until I got right. He was on my ass. Vic didn't like me in that game. And Jake Rabati put a laughing emoji at the end.
Real quickly, because I guess that was all out of the article. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel. But you know what? That makes me, again, I still feel that Mukuba's not a starting safety. And I feel like that what Howie did was he put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound when it comes to the safety position. But if you know the Eagles and the Eagles defense, our success has been dependent upon one elite safety. This goes as far as Malcolm Jenkins, Brian Dawkins, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. We need one elite safety or one really, really good safety. That can, that's been the Eagles' defense bread and butter. I don't know why Howie's allergic to great safeties, but it is what it is. Somebody said Acho flip-flops every day 1 minute. Oh, whatever with that nigga. I don't care about Emmanuel Acho. But anyway, moving forward. What the hell's on? Oh! Let's talk about Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith. Let's see what he had to say. Oh, Jaylen Brown's dad. Oh, we got to see this shit.
Now we got to go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Leba, where's the golf cart?
My son is very educated enough to know what to say and what not to say. What's off limits. And Big Perk, you wrong for jumping against your teammate, nigga. I don't like that. Excuse that word, but that is. You know what I'm saying?
Man. So it's looking like this situation between Steve. Remember, we did. Ben A. Smith responded on ESPN.
But in the end, Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for.
Prison design with a watchtower. Talk. Also, algorithmic social engineering. If I control the technology, I can dictate the market. I'll explain what that means. Michel Foucault, a French philosopher, in 1975, in their work Discipline and Punish, talked about panopticism She based it off of a prison design, right? It was a prison design with a watchtower in the middle of the prison. And this theory was that, like, by putting the watchtower in the middle, the prisoners would police themselves because they're under surveillance. So physical authority has shifted to psychological authority, right? And over time, their behaviors change, and this causes a term she calls dynamic normalization. So in the digital age, the watchtower has transferred. So through technology, through bots, through fake viral clips, fake accounts, you can police platforms and algorithmically influence society with the technology that you can control. The technology that you can control can dictate the market. We see it across various industries all the time. A lot of people have seen some of my quarrels with the media industry. That's kind of the reason why I started streaming. Some of you have seen my stream and going off on Stephen A. Smith. But exactly, but Stephen A. works for ESPN. ESPN is controlled by Disney. Stephen A. doesn't choose the topics. Somebody chooses them for him. His willingness has made him extremely valuable to these companies. But a lot of these companies and corporations, they meet 4 times a year and talk about amongst various industries how they can socially engineer and influence our minds, right, through the technology that they can control without us really even paying attention and even noticing it. Just like the Michel Foucault theory, where I was talking about the watchtower that is policing the prisoners. Bots, comments, positive comments or negative comments could affirm whatever agendas that they want to push. They can create the bots, they can control kind of the approvals or disapprovals of what is in society. Another example is kind of like group thinking. If I control a bunch of platforms, or I control a bunch of accounts, or have a bunch of partners that are all in cahoots with me, I can also socially engineer conversations, start trends, kind of create a herd mentality where you think it's natural, but it's all algorithmically engineered to dictate the market. And then the last one I would say is like the digital dopamine. A lot of us are addicted to social media. We don't even know it, right? The rewarding feeling of getting likes.
And so I guess Jaylen Brown.
I ain't gonna lie to you. No disrespect. A lot of what Jaylen Brown. I keep trying to say fucking Jaylen Waddle. His name is Jaylen Brown. A lot of what he's saying is true, but I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to stay for the whole goddamn TED Talk. That's not what I was here for. All right, I'm gonna watch this random video. It kind of was something we talked about. I think the last stream about the artist-manager relationship. It's something that I wanted to watch on my own time, but I didn't get a chance to. And I'm just gonna quickly watch this clip, and then we'll move forward and try to react to something else before we get up out of here. Where the hell is it? Did I miss it? Okay, 99%. Yeah. So this is from Bolo.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
You say, I want to open up for Cardi B. I want to be like,
deep into this. Let's check out what Rico Love had to say.
Welcome to the music business. I'm going to tell you something. The most thankless job in the world is a manager. Somebody asked me to manage them the other day. I said, I could never manage you. I would never manage somebody. Like, I could start a management firm and I could be the head of it. I would never manage you artists. You guys are crazy.
Nigga, you sound like you crazy. Why the fuck you got all this fucking anger bent up? Like, nigga, that's crazy. I swear to God, these niggas remind me of, like, you can't even really get mad at people who are incels at this point. Because basically, let's just say I see a woman set a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Or I see a woman do somebody dirty. Or maybe a woman did somebody dirty to me. And I'm saying, oh, fuck all women are bitches and all that. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, the people you experience, and again, I spoke about the foundation of the parents not being there. Drugs and alcohol have something to do with it. Devices that's never been cleaned up, and then now you have more money to be able to access devices for an extended period of time. To you can access more of those vices or spend a little bit more time on those vices because you have the financial means to do so. So I already spoke about that at length already. But also, we're not going to act like some of these fucking executives or some of these managers, because they've stolen from artists before. They'll do artists dirty. So we're not going to act like this is a fucking one-way street. But nonetheless,
I'm gonna tell you why. Before you get famous, you say, I want to open up for Cardi B. I want to open up for Playboy Cardi. I want to open up for Kehlani for free. I'll do whatever. I'll get on the stage. Then you become famous and you get a hit record, and your manager says, here's $100,000 deposit, and you take the deposit. And then on the day of the show, you say, I don't want to do it. My leg hurts. I'm tired. My daughter's sleeping. My ankle is swollen. And
I think he over-exaggerated the shit out of this. First off, this is why I can't stand niggas. And I already spoke about this on my own personal experience, my own personal journey and trying to come up. I already spoke about this, but I'll say it again. A lot of niggas don't see your vision until the vision is no longer a vision, it's reality. And that's when niggas like, oh, I knew you could do it. You see, I was standing right there about the whole time. I was telling you it was bullshit the whole time. But you know what? I think I had a sudden change of mind. You know what I'm saying? I see you put in the work and like, shut up, nigga. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. No, you didn't. Shut your dumb ass. Shut your ass up. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about just shut y'all ass up. But this nigga, his energy feels, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I ain't never met this nigga day before my life. I never even heard of this nigga until just now. I would never work with a nigga like him. His whole energy is fucking, he got all these big ass, see, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I got big ass Willy Wonka glasses and shit, like I'm about to go inside a chocolate factory, I'd be happy to the motherfucker. Nigga got all these fucking jewels, these big ass fucking 3D glasses and shit, like he walked out of the SpongeBob, the goddamn IMAX experience and shit. Dog, why are you so fucking angry? All these niggas, and that's why I said money don't buy no motherfucking happiness. That was the biggest lie we've been told, because this nigga seemed angry for no fucking reason. You can just say how what's your point. Well, you still got so much fucking vitriol, but you rich, you got money, you eating, but you got so much anger for nothing. And here's the thing: sometimes there are legitimate gripes. Like for instance, bro, I already told you, dog. Listen. If you really want to try to do this for real, you're going to have to be okay with getting way less sleep, maybe 3 hours. You know what I mean? And I think these are legitimate gripes. Like, damn, I'm tired. Damn. You know, these are legitimate gripes. I think you just got to put in the work. It's really simple as that. I don't think there's anything wrong. If you are in pain and you are sick, these are legitimate. It is what it is. If you're in pain, you're in pain. If you have a headache, you have a headache. If you're sick, you're sick. If you feel tired because you're not getting enough sleep and rest, and you fill your body with enough nutrition, that is okay. It's because these are legitimate fucking health. It is what it is. If you actually are in pain and you like this, is serious, right? Your life is on the fucking line. It makes sense. I will say though, if you really want to do this and you want to do this at a high level, you're going to have to. You know how every football player is pretty much in pain. You know what I'm saying? Cam Newton talked about it. Either are you injured or you hurt. This type of ordeal. It's kind of like if you really want to do this at a high level, and you really want to open up for a Cardi B or Kehlani, so on and so forth, you got to do what they do. So you have to persevere. You got to do what Beyonce do. You got to persevere through the tough times. You're gonna have to. Sometimes I know you sick. You have to come in anyway. You got to perform anyway. You got to figure it out. You could rearrange the show. Maybe don't hit too many high notes. Maybe add a backing track or some of them, whatever the case may be, to try to get through the performance. But you got to show up, right? And I do think it's a line, because some of these niggas be trying to kill you. I should probably use something else instead of that, because I'm trying to put it on YouTube. Look. Some of niggas be trying to off you, everything is making you a slave to the bread, a slave to money. So you got to be careful. Like, if you really can't go, don't fucking go. Like, money is not worth your health. But in the same breath, understand that if you're trying to get to the highest levels, you have to learn how to persevere when conditions, even sometimes your health is less than ideal. If you really want to do this at a high level, you have to sacrifice. And some of it is going to take a toll on your body, but you got to do what you got to do to get to being at the top echelon of the industry. But some of these legitimate claims, I can't even really like, you know what I'm saying? If you aren't paid, you aren't paid. If you fucking tired because you can't get no motherfucking sleep, this is a legitimate claim. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that the strongest will survive. And you in order for you to do that, you just have to just do the work. That's it. I don't think there's anything wrong with even saying these things. But if you show up to work every day and you just make shit happen, it don't fucking matter about any of this. It really don't. Just do the goddamn work. That's really all it is. And understand the business you're getting into too. And also, really think about if you want to sign on major or not, because they're going to overwork the fuck out you. That's just what it is. So, like, you have to know what you signed up for, and you just got to learn how to persevere through adversity. You got to persevere when things that are less than ideal. That separates the great ones from everybody else.
And you don't do it. Now this manager has to go explain to these people who paid you all this money that you're not going to show up on the day of. And you know what the artist does? They go to sleep like a baby. They don't give a f***, bro. They don't give a single solitary f***. They do whatever they want to do. I've seen it too many times. I'm talking about artists will make commitments. The deal is down to the bottom, to the wire. This guy's about to take his kid through college. This guy finally got the money to pay his bills that he's been back on because he's about to close this deal. The artist wakes up one day and says, I don't feel like doing it. I just don't want to do it. Why not?
This is an urgent warning for anyone with investments in the stock market. The government has a new proposal that will give a giant...
I just don't want to do it anymore. Bro, you know how many people are dependent on you to do this? Sis, you know how many people are dependent? You know this deal, you gave me your word. I don't want to do it, figure it out. And they will flip it on you. So, no, I don't want to manage you. No, I don't want to be a manager. I want you to get the fuck out of my face. Because this sweet person that you are today, you're not going to be that sweet person. You're not. Until it goes back to then you're struggling again. Now you're going to be at fucking Westfield.
This nigga energy fucking sucks. This nigga miserable as hell. That's why I told y'all niggas, money don't buy happy. This nigga's energy sucks ass. Like, there's a way to say your experience and tell the truth. But let's just say, for instance, if anybody ever wants to work with you, maybe even under your conditions, your attitude is fucked up. His attitude is fucked up. It's nasty. I don't like niggas like, I don't like niggas like, I'm keeping it in the bean. Like, I don't like motherfuckers who are bitter and miserable. I like niggas who got a good spirit. Son. He got something about his energy, and I'm not saying I know the guy, but something about his energy is just off. And mind you, this nigga wearing all the designer shit. He looked like the nigga looked like an artist. He looked like a goddamn artist you find on your fucking AWOL page or something. And the nigga looked like he miserable as fuck. Like, he act like he just fucking lost. That's why you got like his energy. I don't like his energy. I'm being dead ass. I'm so serious.
Doing meet and greets. Nah, I ain't falling for that. That sweet girl routine, that humble guy routine. Nah, everybody's humble when they broke.
Man, if he didn't say some stuff right there.
All right, I don't want to react because honestly, this nigga just bitter. And there's nothing. Here's the thing, and I'll make this quick. I don't want to spend no time on this shit because I already spoke about it the last time. This is basically like the punch guy. I'm cool with because he broke it down like he was emotional about it, but he broke it down from a logical perspective. Like, even if you didn't like all that he said, it was like, you know what? I get behind this. This nigga is just miserable and he's bitter, and there's a type of nigga that's like. I don't like niggas like him. I'm being like this. His whole energy is just off. I don't like miserable ass niggas, bro. I really do. I like niggas who cool. And when I mean niggas, I mean just not even gender specific, just people. I like people who come with love. I like people who radiate good energy. This nigga radiates fucking misery and bitterness. It's just written all over his body language, how he talk, how he speak. It's disgusting. I'm gonna be honest, like his body language and it's just how he move, his energy is all overall like aura, I guess you could say. It's just fucking just rooted in negativity. It's just nasty. Here's the thing. You can't tell nobody what the fuck their character is. And like I said, going back to it, it all starts from the foundation. And it all stems from you niggas is accepting the niggas that could afford to work with you, that are willing to pay the money. And the niggas that, and also you dealing with niggas who have done criminal activity. And like I said, the music industry is one of the very few places where you could do criminal activity and still be successful. And still they'll let you in. You know what I mean? So you get what the fuck you allow on. You know what I mean? So if you got a lazy motherfucker, that's why you get to know the nigga before you get anybody a deal. You get to know the motherfuckers you working with. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't. There's a part that I want to talk about. There's another part that I don't want to address it because there's nothing logical that I could pull out of somebody who clearly he comes off miserable and he comes off angry at the fucking world. And it's just like, I'm a little angry myself, but I don't walk around and take that shit on other people that I'm speaking. Like if I'm in the heat of the moment and something bad happened to me, then I'll unleash. But it's not. I'm not going to direct towards that energy towards a person who ain't do shit to me. You feel me? But yeah, like I don't want to talk about. Honestly, his energy damn near fucked up the show. You moving the fuck on? I'm done. I'm not sorry, but not sorry. Like, no, we moving the fuck on. We're gonna do something else. Now, what else? That's crazy how you be a fan of somebody that somebody send you what's the name threats. That's crazy now. What are we gonna do? Something else you want to talk about? Why do I feel like that is so, let me just scroll through my history. If not, we'll find something to watch because I feel like I don't know what the hell to react to no more. It's not really much going on in sports. It's kind of quiet on the home front. But if not, we'll figure something out. Anything that on my feed I can react to. If not, we just moving forward. We good? We solid? Rapper tier list. You know what, bro? No, we're gonna do that tomorrow. I forgot I gotta pull out my computer and shit, but whatever, we'll move forward. Make it simple, notice it tires it. Skills of career. By the way, just make it like a quick thing. I hate tough guys. What I mean tough guy, I'm talking about the fake ass. Now, obviously, if you really about what you live, it's not really directed towards you. It's more about the niggas that go out their way to be tough. Bro, niggas be in the suburbs, fucking work uniform and all, and try to be tough. Niggas be around, I be working customer service, niggas try to be tough then. Bro, don't take my kindness for weakness, bro. When I am doing customer service to you, it is literally my fucking job. You dumb bitch. Why the fuck is you up here going out of your way to try to be whatever? Like, you look fucking stupid. You look goofy. Why the fuck would I goddamn go out of my way to, like, y'all, whatever. I'm kind of like, if I can't find nothing, let's go to Batty Balls real quick. Can't find nothing that's worthy to react to. I think we're just gonna end the stream. You know what I mean? Do some other shit. I gotta buy food regardless. So, pop stars who sold their entire brand. Oh, you know what? Why not? We'll end it off this, and then we'll just go do something else in our life.
Sube la temperatura con la Jalapeno Jack Pub Burger y el Jalapeno Jack Chicken Sandwich de Culver's.
Websites your competitors don't want you to know. Part 2.
All you do is go to this website, and it lets you find out exactly how much your competitors are making by showing you how much traffic.
Accused of stealing Stairway to Heaven, but Aki's gay. Drake's been accused of stealing his persona from different cultures. Artists are accused of stealing from other artists all the time by fans. Pharrell was accused of stealing from Marvin Gaye. Drake's been accused of stealing his persona.
Bro, and the crazy part about that Robin Thicke case was like it wasn't even what they said it was. And they damn near, I think they end up winning the judgment or some shit. But like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. These estates be doing too fucking much. And it's like they don't even give a fuck about the person's work that passed away. They just want to fucking reap benefits and like all that extra cease and desist shit. Y'all niggas just, bro, like niggas gotta understand. Niggas, bro, I said it before, I'll say it again. The motherfuckers who robbed us of Everybody Wants to Rule, of Black Skinhead 2 with Mariah Carey, and not Mariah Carey, sorry, Miley Cyrus and Travis Scott. Shame on you, y'all assholes, for robbing us of that. Y'all should have cleared the fucking samples and just let the guy rock, bro. Cause that nigga, he robbed us of probably would have been the greatest hip hop song of all time, like dead ass.
Different cultures, and Led Zeppelin's been accused of stealing Stairway to Heaven. But accusations like these are typically one-offs, and there are actually some artists that have been accused of stealing their entire persona, their brand, their image, and their style from other artists. And there are actually some very interesting grounds to these claims. So today we're going to look into pop stars who stole their entire brand, starting off with Lady Gaga. First though, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Qobuz. On this channel, I've covered different streaming services like Spotify and how a lot of the biggest services just aren't the best. But Qobuz is a great independent platform for music lovers, with a few very cool and unique features. First of all, Qobuz offers over 100 million tracks with the richest selection of high quality music. And second of all, they have editorial playlists in every single genre, curated by their team, journalists, artists, labels, and partners that work with them. They really prioritize human curation, unlike other platforms, which can help showcase a diverse group of artists and genres. The Discover page is very optimized and personalized for a great music discovery experience. You have your editor's picks, which of course are from the editorial team. There's the For You, which is personalized based on your listening, and the homepage, which has a mix of the two. And one of the coolest things,
I'm gonna skip ahead. It's not interesting.
In the early 2000s, there was an up-and-coming pop artist who was looking for her big break. Her music style mixed pop
What
with
the
dancing.
fuck kind of dancer was that? What the fuck was that? She was like, bro, dead ass. Y'all can't see it obviously, but this the way she was fucking dancing, son. Worse than it is. At least I got a little bit more movement. She was like, her ass was dancing like she was going through a fucking exorcism, son. What the fuck was that?
In electronic music, and she was known for her eccentric dress.
Oh, it's Lady Gaga? I'm
crazy
sorry.
wigs,
No disrespect. I gotta keep it real.
and
That
other
shit was
clothes
cringe.
Seemingly designed to attract as much attention as possible. Her name was Lena Morgana. Morgana's producer, Rob Fusari, who had worked with artists like Destiny's Child and Beyonce, introduced her to a young singer named Stefani Germanotta, who's better known today as Lady Gaga. The plan was for Lady Gaga to help Lena Morgana write songs, and work with her as her backup dancer and vocalist, with the two working on a bunch of songs together. Soon enough, though, Rob Fusari started dating Lady Gaga, and over time, her career began to overshadow Lena's. Rob was once Morgana's mentor, but now his focus was shifting. He even gave Gaga her stage name, when his phone autocorrected Radio Gaga, a Queen song, to Lady Gaga, and the name stuck. In 2008, she had her big breakthrough album, The Fame, which went 6 times platinum and spent almost 4 years at #1 on the dance charts. That same year, however, Lena's life would go tragically in a different direction. Less than a year after she began collaborating with Lady Gaga, Morgana fell from the top of a 10-story hotel, and at only 19...
Damn. Let's just see if she really liked that real quick. You know what I mean? Oh, what the fuck I got going on?
Years old was pronounced dead. According to Lena's mother, she...
I see similarities, but I'm not like I'm gonna be out like it just seemed like she's I'm not no disrespect, God rest her soul. It just seemed like she's too fucking stiff to pull this off. It feel like Lady Gaga, she got more pop to her personality. Like she got more panache. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm using the right word in the right context, but she got more like swagger. She kind of seemed stiff. Like, she could pull off the emo shit if she want. What was the name of that goddamn group? It was like Evangelist or some shit like that. She could be like a little bit more quiet, probably sing softer. I think that'll work. But her personality doesn't seem like it matches what I'm listening to. It seemed like she's mad. Her movements is mad. Like, she's dressing up. like the character that she wants to portray, but it feels like a character. It feels like that she's not really like what I'm looking at. I don't believe her. And there's no disrespect, I'm just keeping it a being. Like, I don't believe that this is genuinely her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Lady Gaga, if she's... And I feel like, from what I'm looking at, I don't think this is actually stealing. I think this is more or less could be inspiration. I don't see Lady Gaga and think of her or vice versa. It could possibly, she could have been, you know, took inspiration from it, but I don't see this as stealing. I just seen that she basically took what she did, made her her own, and her personality fit better with what clearly what Lena was going for. So I don't think this is
It
stealing
was
at all.
suggesting that Lady Gaga had stolen Lena Morgana's entire career. As she told New York Post, Lena had that style. Gaga had a different style. She changed dramatically. Lena had a hard life because we immigrated from Russia. People would make fun of her because she was different. Her mom was a single mom. Every other word she says is from Lena. She talks about having a dark and tragic life, but she had everything she wanted in the world. She went to the same high school as Nikki Hilton. Her parents were rich, but Lena did have a tough life, and she often talked about her tragic life. Her mom even went as far as to claim, Lady Gaga is holding Lena's soul, and I want her soul to be free. Her mom also came with some receipts.
It sound like motherfuckers is just like... I hate motherfuckers that think that they owe you some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's to be the nigga that like see you succeed or go up and then like they feel like that you owe them something because we was associated at one point. Like, I don't owe you shit. Like the entitlement of motherfuckers be crazy, dog.
Not only did she reveal a bunch of images showing how similar their styles were, but she also released one of the 12 tracks the two had recorded together. A track that would have fit right onto the album Fame. She was also backed up by a number of...
I don't blame this on Lady Gaga. It just seemed like her label had a plan and she followed through with it. I can't blame this on her. And she did a really good job making it look different. I'm sorry, Lady Gaga's a star. This girl is just good. Or she's all right. I don't... And it's no disrespect, God rest her soul. I don't look at Lena Morgana and see a star. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, she couldn't have been developed into one. But she don't lean, okay, let's just say she's speaking about her truth, right? Which I like, you know, based upon what I'm listening to, that, you know, that's her life. I don't believe her. You know what I'm saying? I believe Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is like, and that's why she's a great actress, right? As well as a great musician. Legendary, as she's a great actress and a great musician. Don't get it fucked up. Lady Gaga can act. She sells the brand more than what's the name do, and it's more authentic to what's the name story. You feel me? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think that her label had a plan for her. She followed through with the shit, and she sold the character more than the other girl. I'm sorry. I know it's not some shit that motherfuckers want to hear. Niggas want to be lied to. She's a star. The other girl, I don't think she don't give off star quality to me, and she didn't really embody what the fuck, again, it's her life. This is what it was. You know, said she's being authentic to herself, but I don't feel it. I feel it from Lady Gaga. I don't feel it from her. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck who get offended by this. I'm keeping it a being.
People who knew Morgana, her ex-boyfriend Tyler Schwab said that it was the same style, the same look, the same music, the same voice, the same jawline, the way they expressed themselves. And I was like, is that Lena? It was so shocking. It was like looking at a ghost. And for a lot of people, they weren't too happy about Lady Gaga's response to this whole controversy. Lena's mother wanted the songs they did together to be released, but Gaga's team did not allow for that to happen. To this day, Gaga has never said a single word about Morgana.
Good.
Every single question about it. And when the news first broke,
check this out.
Good. Absolutely. Good for Lady. I did the same shit. Good. The fuck?
$118 for car
did the same exact shit.
That's how
fuck
much
you
I was
talking
paying.
about?
Okay.
The pages that were discussing it on her own fan forum were getting shut down. This has led people down some darker paths and leading to a bunch of conspiracy theories. and I've actually covered these way back in the day because the circumstances around Lena's death were strange. It was ruled a suicide, but Lena hadn't had any suicidal tendencies documented before. According to onlookers, she was actually seen dancing on the rooftop prior to her fall, which seems strange. Plus, the music video for Lady Gaga's song Paparazzi seemed to have a lot of strangely coincidental similarities with Morgana's passing. Not only does it feature Gaga's character being pushed off the roof of a building to her death, but a newspaper flashes over her with the headline, Lady No More Gaga, which some people think is a reference to how Lady Gaga stole Morgana's career. Some people have theorized that Lady Gaga herself was the one who pushed Morgana off the balcony, but that most certainly was not the case. Aside from the fact that Lady Gaga was in Los Angeles filming a TV show, I think if you murdered someone, you probably wouldn't want to film a music video referencing it. So what actually happened between the two? Well, Rob Fusari, the music producer who introduced them in the first place, is a key figure in the story.
I'm not for the lie to you. I feel like this video is sinister as fuck. I feel like that using this video to reference somebody jumping off a balcony is fucking psycho, to say the least. I'm not finna lie to you. I don't know what was going on. If I was an artist, I wouldn't have did this. Cause it like if you think about this shit too close to somebody actually fucking, we won't have a video. So there's already allegations about somebody taking somebody's shit. And then the person that they accused me of taking a style from, they goddamn died. I put a jump off a balcony and you trying to choreograph the same shit. I would have said no. Whatever the repercussions was after that, whether it be financial or something else, I would have said no to this 100%.
He went on to write and produce many songs for Gaga, including some of her biggest hits. I think the most likely explanation is he had been looking to make Morgana into a star, but when Lady Gaga came along, he switched his focus to her. Rather than coming up with a new image or style for Gaga, he simply decided to borrow the one he had already created for Lena. And Lena had a troubled upbringing, and over 70% of independent musicians suffer from stress, anxiety, and depression. It sadly seems a whole lot more likely that Morgana took her own life instead of her being killed by Lady Gaga. So the best we can hope for is...
Let me tell you something right now. I don't give a fuck who's made that claim. I could tell you for a face that that's a fucking lie. I could tell you anybody face that that's a fucking lie. It's just a bunch of stupid motherfuckers on the internet. Instead of going to work at a job, they busy online looking up conspiracy theory because they fucking goofy. Like, no, hell no. She ain't had nothing to do with that shit.
Resting peacefully now. Poppy is another artist who's allegedly stolen their own brand with a lot of very dark accusations mixed in as well. But unlike with Gaga, these accusations actually seem to have a bit of weight to them. In 2011, Poppy created a YouTube channel called Mariah Poppy, seeking to promote her work. The videos she uploaded were pretty typical for that era of YouTube, with vlogs, song covers, and sometimes skits. Then in 2014, every single video she had uploaded was suddenly deleted and scrubbed from the internet. It's pretty difficult to find even short sections of these videos online, and even using the Wayback Machine doesn't work. She changed her channel name to Poppy and began to upload videos of a very different kind, beginning with Poppy Eats Cotton Candy.
What in the fucking NPC shit is this?
For an entire minute, and she continued releasing things like this. Very surreal and honestly pretty creepy videos. She even started creating this fictional world with a recurring character named Charlotte, a drug-addicted celebrity interviewer played by a mannequin with a synthetic voice.
Hi everyone, I am Charlotte and we're here today with everyone's favorite internet girl Poppy.
Hello, Charlotte. Thank you for having me on this internet broadcast.
And a bunch of other...
What the fuck? Lock her ass up. I don't give a fuck. You gotta make up a fucking crime like tax evasion. She seemed like she fucking crazy. She done fell off a fucking rocker, nigga, and rolled down the goddamn porch steps. What the fuck?
And these videos, I don't know if you guys remember.
Hell nah.
These videos were very successful. I'm Poppy.
Very successful. The niggas who like this shit lock their ass too. Lock their ass up too. What the fuck? How the fuck you goddamn... Hold on, let's do a little role play real quick, nigga. Hold on. Cause that shit not making no fucking sense. Imagine me doing this shit. And I feel like I know they probably like cause she's like a somewhat attractive girl or whatever. Or she fits like the suburban white girl stuff, whatever. Hi, Backpack. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine, thank you for asking. So, Backpack, I've been treating you very good lately. That is a lie. Shut the fuck up. Shut up! I've been treating you good lately. No, you have not. You dropped me multiple times. And one time I fell for... Shut up! I've been treating you very good. I've been combing your hair, massaging your back, making you feel like Mr. Kraft. I don't know who that is. Well, if you want to stick around and find out, keep your fucking mouth shut. Why are you lying? Shut up! Like, let me blow up off doing some goofy shit like that.
Repeating those two words for 10 minutes is currently at 29 million views.
Imagine King Von pulled up. What is King Von? Okay, what the hell is King Von, nigga? Like, you good, nigga? What? First off, welcome, I guess. But what the fuck does King Von got anything to do with what I'm talking about? That makes no sense.
Which is pretty crazy.
I'm Poppy. I am Poppy. I'm Poppy.
You a fucking serial killer. You're a serial killer. Police, 911, 911. You crazy ass. Hell no.
I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy.
Soon she was being featured in mainstream media pieces and countless
Okay. All that insult gonna get your stupid ass blocked. Enjoy, motherfucker. Get your dumb ass off my fucking screen. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? Stupid ass. Get your bitch ass off my fucking screen.
YouTube videos trying to explain what was going on. And because
Get
of
off
all
my
the eyes she
motherfucking
had on
shit.
her, a lot of them were redirected toward her music.
Don't call out motherfucking shit, insult me, bitch ass nigga. Get your stupid ass out of here.
It was a pretty average cover of Mac DeMarco's My Kind of Woman, but it racked up 13 million views. And what she was doing was an example of guerrilla marketing, which is driving attention towards your brand, not with conventional advertising, but bizarre, weird, or creative content that gets people talking. Poppy's videos seem so weird that it wasn't surprising she was soon signed to Island Records. And she released several albums.
They probably was in that motherfucking label meeting like, oh my god. Oh my god. We gotta sign her. But she's mid as fuck. Shut up! We gotta sign her. That is a star. That is a star right there. Forget the ones in the sky. That's a star. Fuck the sun. That is a star right there. Look at her. She looks like she could goddamn fucking kill somebody with jumper cables. Sign her ass right now. Bring her that 360. Actually, don't tell us the 360. She might kill one of us. But 360 contract right now. Someone called Drewski. Signed right on the bottom line. She is a star.
With one even featuring Grimes. She was included in YouTube's 2017 Rewind and won Breakthrough Artist of the Year at the Streamies. Everything seemed
all jokes aside though, she was ahead of her time with the NPC shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Be going well for Poppy. But on April 17th, 2018, a bombshell was dropped. An artist by the name of Mars Argo filed a 44-page lawsuit in California seeking damages for copyright infringement and emotional and physical abuse. It turns out that Poppy's weird videos with the white backgrounds and all that wasn't super original. In fact, they were pretty much identical to videos that had been previously released by Mars Argo.
Welcome to our computer show. I'm Mars Argo.
I mean, the two of them even look the same. So, what is going on? Well, similar to the last story, a very important character here is a guy named Titanic Sinclair. Not only was he Poppy's boyfriend, but the director of her videos and a musical collaborator as well. And similar to the last section, he did the same thing with Mars Argo previously. Titanic had used Argo's videos to promote the pair's band, a band confusingly called Mars Argo. So, why did he switch from Mars to Poppy? Well, as Mars detailed in her lawsuit, throughout their relationship, she was living a nightmare, enduring severe emotional and psychological abuse and manipulation. Titanic constantly belittled Mars, telling her she was nothing, that her career needed him to survive, and that he could leave and find another musician to work with whenever he wanted. Eventually, Mars broke free.
What if that was... Never mind.
After Titanic cheated on her. But Titanic didn't accept the breakup. He started stalking and harassing her, repeatedly breaking into her home. And as the lawsuit detailed, Titanic eventually found Poppy and they began dating. They then rebranded her YouTube channel, with him using the exact same style he had previously used with Mars.
He probably was up there motherfucker like this. I ain't got a blind wig, so just pretend the motherfucking shirt is a wig. And don't tell me nothing. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear nothing. Do you want to be successful? Do you want money? You like money. So do I. We can make a lot of money together. So, I have a plan. There was a bitch. Her name was Masa. She was my ex. I wanted to ex her. But it was illegal. found out that Xing her would mean the end of my freedom, I almost collapsed. But now, I have you. You could be what she never was. You could be her. Not the lady that wins Grammys for no reason. No, I'm joking. But you could be big. You could be a star. You could be brighter than the sun. Shinier than the moon. More daring and glaring than a solar eclipse. All you have to do is be in my zone. The Twilight Zone. You must hypnotize each other and pretend that we're mass murderers. In promotion of the music, I know you could do it. As you can see, I have a type. You look like my ex, but you're nothing like her. So please, do us all a favor. Pick up where the bitch left off and take us to the moon. And let us do the Kung Fu style dance on there. And whip and nene. And do the jug. And do the ducky. In that order.
Side note here, Titanic is a crazy name. Kind of cool though. Poppy soon uploaded a response to the lawsuit, but a lot of people weren't happy with it. Rather than offering up any kind of proof for a conclusive denial, she mostly seemed to focus on belittling Mars for not being as famous as her.
Some people become famous, but most people do not.
What the
next
fuck?
video she made seemed to be poking.
God damn, where motherfucking McDanny will you need him? That's like the most basic ass shit. Some people are rich, some people are poor. No motherfucking shit, Sherlock! What the fuck is you talking about?
Fun at Mars for being abused, which obviously didn't sit right with people. Despite how clear-cut the plagiarism was here, the case was actually settled out of court. On the one hand, Mars was given full ownership of the videos she had made with Titanic.
What the fuck?
And Titanic and Poppy were both banned for mentioning Mars on social media, which resulted in Titanic deleting 12,000 tweets. Kinda crazy, dude. But on the other hand, Mars didn't get anything really positive from the lawsuit. She didn't get a restraining order, she didn't get any money or any copyright stuff. So it didn't work out too well. And as far as most people know, this is where the case ends. Poppy continued her musical career alongside Titanic, while Mars Argo's career was on pause. But that's not entirely the case, as thankfully this story has a little bit of a happy ending. In 2019, Poppy broke up with Titanic.
I ain't finna lie to you. If I was sitting next to them, nigga, I would have that iron like tucked away. They'd be like, so, like, I'd be like, DC, so this me interviewing. Say, hey, how you guys doing? You guys are doing good? Hey, you guys are doing good? Oh no! Oh, this is a BB gun. I was playing with some kids earlier. You know, they wanted to go outside and like, you know, it is actually a water gun. So don't worry. I know it looks real, but don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. I think we're all safe here. Aren't we all safe here? So you don't have to worry about that. Don't even worry about that. Don't worry about it at all. Just continue. So where are you guys from? If you don't mind me asking, you know, don't mind. This is not asking the question. I am. Where are you guys from? If you don't mind.
Accusing him of emotional abuse, and it explains her original response to the Mars allegations. As she put it, I was never an accomplice to Titanic's past actions like some believe. I was a person who suffered similar wrongdoings as Argo brought to light. Even better, Mars Argo managed to get her music career back on track, and in 2022 she released her first new song in more than a decade, following it up with an EP in 2024. Not only this, but her new music's been pretty successful, and she currently has 1.3 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
Well, damn!
So in both instances,
talk about a comeback. She went in like Vince Carter. I got one more in me. Swish. God damn. Okay, girl.
Gaga and Poppy, they seem to have been heavily influenced by the people around them and their managers. However, our next person on the list made all the decisions himself. Kid Rock is an artist who screams the South, and it makes sense with his love of the Confederate flag and the redneck image he puts on. But he's actually more open about how he was born in Detroit, sort of. He was born and raised in a village on the edge of Detroit. His dad was the owner of a chain of car dealerships, and in the 1970s in Detroit, that meant quite a bit of wealth. Kid Rock didn't grow up in a trailer like
Macaulay Culkin, look at that ass.
He grew up in a 5,600-foot Turn up the heat with Culver's new jalapeno jack pub burger and chicken sandwich.
Wait, if you were locked up at any Illinois juvenile detention center, like Cook County, the Audie home, or anywhere else in the system, a global settlement may be coming in 2026.
Oh,
Stay
really?
informed. This could
Mega mansion with tennis courts, barns, and places to run for horses, an entire separate guest house, and so on. But rather than inheriting the family business, Kid Rock decided he wanted a career in music. And so he did something that I guess worked out, but probably wasn't the best idea. So he decided to copy one of the most successful white rappers at that time, Vanilla Ice. I mean, he even copied Vanilla Ice's fashion, the same kind of clothes, a similar hairstyle, and the music he released was very similar. The problem was Vanilla Ice very quickly became the single uncoolest person in hip-hop right after his hit, being relentlessly mocked online. Ripping off Vanilla Ice in late 1990 would be like ripping off Lil Pump in 2018. As a result, his debut album, Grit Sandwiches for Breakfast, didn't do all too well, and critics hated it. Edward Hill wrote, "Grit Sandwiches for Breakfast is proof that small minds make small music. Rock, who nicknamed himself Your Royal Pimpness, has failed miserably in his effort to convey cool, and that it was amazing that other rappers will tolerate this stupid parody of their art form." Also, similar to Vanilla Ice, he lied about his upbringing, telling journalists shocking tales about a life in the projects of East Detroit, along with plenty of lyrics about gangs, crime, and poverty. That's not the worst thing about Kid Rock's lyrics on this album, though. They are so horrible that I almost don't want to read them out loud. The album didn't sell too poorly, but he was dropped by his label shortly afterward. At this point, Kid Rock could have gone back to his life as an idle rich kid. Instead, though, he decided to keep trying at music. But he completely changed his sound and style again. After signing to an indie label, he released the Polyfuse Method, marking a shift.
Bro, look like he being kidnapped. Take that goddamn
more of
picture.
a rap rock style. Although to be fair,
This nigga with the bulging eyeballs,
Beastie
son.
Boys songs. As his career continued, Kid Rock leaned more into rap, rock, and nu metal. You might be wondering, oh, maybe that's more his style. You know, maybe he's really appreciative of rock and stuff like that. But no, that's not actually the case. As he told Rolling Stone, I was like, this has got to work. So what's popular? Korn. And it worked, because in 2008 he released All Summer Long, which was the biggest hit of his entire career. All Summer Long by Kid Rock is pretty rough. It's also pretty unoriginal. The song openly staples together two older songs, both of which are Sweet Home Alabama and Werewolves in London. And the opening drum fill is basically an exact replica of the drum fill at the start of Smells Like Teen Spirit. What did separate Kid Rock from
This nigga don't sound like a real musician. He just seemed like a motherfucker who was a rich kid who just was fucking bored and had nothing else to do.
Other artists at the time was how much he leaned into this redneck pimp persona. Why you would want to listen to a redneck pimp, I'm not sure, but country artists had been playing up their redneck criminal connection type of thing for a while. I mean, it goes back to Johnny Cash. But with Kid Rock, it's very inauthentic. It's honestly kind of surprising how much he leaned into this trailer park type of image. Back in 2017, he went on this whole press run about how he decided to live in a double-wide trailer, even featuring it in one of his music videos. And as he told one reporter, I live in a double-wide trailer. It's not like I require a lot. You know, I've learned to downsize through the years, and it's really made me more happy. What he left out, though, was that the trailer was located on hundreds of acres of land that he bought for a few $1,000,000, located not too far from a giant mansion of his. Rather than a trailer park, he was in his own personal little
Nigga probably was in
kingdom
the camera like, yeah, this is my little kitchen in my RV. Camera's off. Okay, let's go out to the mansion. Hey, we're gonna have a party. Keep it shut. Guys, shut your mouth. Just be quiet. We're gonna have a big party. We're gonna have a lot of beer and a lot of women. Yahoo! Don't tell a fucking soul. Sign this NDA. You signed an NDA. Alright, we're gonna have a great party, pal. Everyone thinks we're poor as shit. The only thing we're poor is in fucking sympathy, bitch. Cause I have none. Zero fucks given, man.
a private gas station, a barbershop, a church, an aircraft hangar, pickleball courts, and much more. So I'm guessing he doesn't actually spend too much time in that trailer. There's plenty of pictures of him in his house, and he built a giant replica of the White House on his land with several gold-plated urinals just a few years later, and he showed it off in a video with Tucker Carlson. And that brings us to what Kid Rock is best known for nowadays, which is politics. Kid Rock at this point is a bit less of a musician and more of a Republican celebrity, appearing on Fox News and even the White House, along with, most obviously, his recent performance at Turning Point's halftime show. However, for most of his career, he's actually been openly anti-political, and as he said at Woodstock 99,
"You want me to get political? Well, this is about as deep as Kid Rock thinks. Monica Lewinsky is a fucking hoe, and Bill Clinton is a goddamn pimp."
Even appeared in an advertisement alongside actor and
Word
progressive
fucking
activist Sean
tweets I've heard
Penn
of.
about how important it is to not let politics divide us. So what changed? Well, I'll give you a second to think about it. It was money. As his old lawyer told Rolling Stone, right now he recognizes 90% of the people who come to his shows are buying into what he's doing and saying politically. If he thinks he's going to make money taking a certain position, then I think a lot of those things are driven by business. The thing is, though, Kid Rock has realized what kind of position he's put himself in. He said in a Rolling Stone interview, "I'm part of the problem. I'm one of the polarizing people. No question. Sometimes I bitch about other people, then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh yeah, why don't you shut the fuck up too?" He even seems to regret becoming a conservative celebrity more than a musician, saying, "No one's ever gonna say fuck Prince. Prince is known for Purple Rain. I'm known for shooting up Bud Light cans." So why does he keep doing this then? Well, because as he put it, it makes him shit tons of money. This whole interview is pretty weird, and he's saying the N-word a bunch, and he even waves a gun at the reporter and begs him not to leave. So overall, Kid Rock is a pretty weird guy. Kid Rock basically made his career ripping off other artists, but he used to rip off semi-competent musicians. These days, he's more focused on copying Tom MacDonald. However, Kid Rock isn't an artist I care too much for, so this doesn't really hurt too much. But the same cannot be said for our next pop star. If you're around my age, I'm willing to bet you've not only heard Waka Waka, but then it's pretty nostalgic for you. Shakira is an artist few people have had anything bad to say about. The Guardian even wrote an article called "The Making of Saint Shakira." Unfortunately, a lot of her career has been built on taking from others, with Waka Waka being one of those things. If you listen to Shakira, this is how the song came to her.
Waka Waka is it's a dear song to me. You know, it came to me, to answer your question, came to me in the most unexpected way. I was taking a few days off in my farm in Uruguay, and I walked from the barn to the house, and on that walk, boom, it came to me.
But this is a blatant lie. The chorus of Waka Waka is taken word for word from a song called Zangalua.
I was sitting up there, it was like, yeah, so I was on my farm, and I said, oh, what is that song in the past? And I said, oh, I should go make a replica, or I can make a cover, but don't tell people it's a cover, just say it's an original song that I wrote all by myself with no team involved, apps just by myself, flying solo, going ISO like Kyrie, just by myself.
Zangalua was recorded by a Cameroonian band called Golden Sound, made up of former guards of the Cameroonian president. This wasn't a sample or an interpolation or anything like that either, it was actually just stolen. She never gave them any money in compensation. Even as the plagiarism became clear, the group's lead singer complained, "We are really powerless to travel to the United States to assert our rights." He also pointed out Shakira wasn't the only artist to steal from them. James Brown had actually done the same exact thing a few decades earlier. Regardless though, Waka Waka actually became the 2010 World Cup song.
Bro, how the fuck you get your shit taken a decade later and then you don't realize, oh shit, let me try, I got 10 years to do something about it before the next time that happens? Like, come on, that's crazy.
FIFA were already being criticized for choosing a non-African artist to make the song for the first World Cup in Africa, so the fact that a non-African artist had stolen from an African band was even worse. As a result, the case did have a happy ending, and the group was compensated as they got credits, and it drove a lot of attention towards their song. But this isn't the only case in which Shakira has stolen from another artist. Her 2025 tour included dancers dressed in chrome silver, a massive silver animal model, and text behind her in this specific font. The problem is, Beyonce had done the exact same thing on her Renaissance tour a few years earlier. I mean, they even had identical announcement posts. Was this all just some crazy coincidence? Well, considering that Shakira had literally been seen at Beyonce's Renaissance tour and said she had been taking notes, probably not. However, it was less like she was taking notes and more like she was just copying and pasting.
She was like, oh, Beyonce has metallic gray. Write it down. Metallic gray. Oh, she has glitter. Oh, the cowboy hat. Oh, put that down. Put it down. But she didn't release cowboy. Shut up! We have inside scoop. Don't let people know that. Okay. She has... How many backup? 20? We're going to have 20. Exact. No, 21. 21 and 19. I beat your ass. Okay. She wears lots of glitter. Glitter. Write it down. Glitter. Glitter. You got to go to Target in the arts and crafts section. Glitter. 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 Write it down. Glitter. Glitter. Okay. You said glitter. Don't fuck with me. Glitter. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Oh, blue lights! Blue lights! Blue light! Write it down. Blue lights. You come with white lights, I smack you to... White... Yeah, blue lights! I don't want to be able to get no sleep tonight after the show. So blue lights. Okay. What else? What else? What else?
actually faced a bunch of other plagiarism accusations, although some of them have been pretty dubious. She was sued over her song La Bicicleta because of similarities to a song by an artist called Livam. In particular, it was alleged that the lyrics translating as "I dream of you, I love you so much" copied Livam's lyrics "I love you so much, I love you so much." She's currently facing a plagiarism.
She was like, okay, so he said I love you so much, so we're going to say so much I love you. So it sounds different, but it's the same. But nobody will catch it. Nobody.
Case from an artist called Luana Morris, alleging that Shakira's strangely titled hit song BZRP Music Sessions number 5366 stole from her song 222. Morris's lawyers stated that the refrain's melody has entire identical phrases, and there are other similarities, such as the song's theme, adultery, overcoming betrayal, and female empowerment. The probability of all this happening accidentally, simultaneously, in a short span of 3 years is 0. So clearly Shakira is not the most original artist in the world, but it hasn't really affected her career too much or got her too much criticism. The same, however, cannot be said about Ariana Grande. In the early years of her career, there was one artist who Ariana Grande seemed obsessed with retreading: Mariah Carey. Ariana's music was very similar to Mariah's. As one journalist put it, they shared a penchant for R&B that bleeds into the pop realm, an on-the-surface innocence belied by a lurking flint of sexuality, the use of hip-hop touchstones, and of course, whistle tones. Whistle tones in particular were an iconic part of Carey's music that became a touchstone.
That's more or less like inspiration. That don't seem like they're stealing. That's inspiration. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like, for me, for instance, I ain't gonna lie to you. I started off copying 50 Cent. I would dead ass, but like, it's a specific era of 50 Cent. I was copying him the way he sounded before he got shot. I was copying that, like his old sound, how he sounded on Power with a Dollar. On Guess Who's Back, I was trying to copy that exact vocal inflection. So to me, that's just inspiration. I don't call that stealing.
They even started calling Ariana a young Mariah Carey, a name which Mariah wasn't too pleased with. A few similarities could probably be forgiven, as Mariah is one of the biggest pop stars of all time, and Ariana said she was inspired by her.
People are giving you, like, saying that you remind them of Mariah Carey.
You know, as like an artist, you always have to be compared to somebody else, but I think that it's the biggest compliment in the world. Like, she's like the vocalist.
My number one vocal inspiration. I mean, she's mother.
But over time, it started to look less like inspiring and more like straight up stealing. Ariana started wearing the same outfits as Mariah, released albums with near identical covers, and even performed the same dance moves. When she performed the Christmas carol "O Holy Night," guess who her version sounded virtually identical to?
She just changed the fucking key.
On their own, these could probably just be coincidences, since they did paint a different picture, and so on for a bunch of her career. Ariana.
She went from whoa, whoa, and then somebody said whoa. Like, no, it's different though. Whoa, whoa. Like, bro, that shit. She just changed the fucking key.
Was dismissed as nothing but a Mariah Carey clone. But in the late 2010s, Ariana changed her style a little bit and started to make more hip-hop music. Many of the tracks on her newer albums had these rattling hi-hat and 808 kick drums of trap music. Unfortunately, to her critics, this change in sound was matched simply by a change in...
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
What she was plagiarizing from. And here, we can't really get away from the topic of race. Ariana Grande, if you guys have not been aware, is notoriously known for changing her race. It sounds weird, but we'll get into it. Because Ariana is an Italian American with two completely white parents.
You can't change your fucking race. That was the most ignorant ass comment I've ever heard.
But despite being pretty white, she presents herself differently depending on the situation. For example,
as do we all. As do we all. The fuck? You think I talk like this about Jack? I get fired. The fuck? What do you think? Like, that's crazy as hell. You think somebody gonna talk like? You think motherfucker be like, hey, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help? You think a motherfucker talk like that in real life? Hey, welcome to Chick-fil-A. How can I help you? With service with a smile, or whatever the fuck their slogan is. We're closed on Sunday, just letting you know. So I don't want to see your stupid ass up here at the storefront on Sunday. I don't want to see your ass. Just take your ass home. Eat some of the fucking leftovers from Saturday night. You should have bought enough food on Saturday so you can reheat the motherfucker. So you still have Chick-fil-A on Sunday, it's just not a fresh order. Hey.
A lot, and this side-by-side comparison is pretty crazy. As Pete Davidson said in a comedy special, can you imagine if I did that? My career would be over tomorrow if I spray painted myself brown and hopped on the cover of Vogue magazine.
Nigga, are you serious? Are you serious? This nigga sound like this most feminine ass shit I ever heard in my life. You serious, nigga? Really, nigga? Really? Really, nigga? Really? That's I ain't never heard a nigga sit there bitch and complain about a motherfucking girl talking about something. Well, I don't know why. And a nigga not funny too. I'm so sorry. Pete Davidson is not fucking funny at all. They just gave a nigga opportunity. That nigga must know somebody who knows him. I'm keeping it a bean. Yeah, so I had an ex. Her name is Ariana Grande, and everybody cheering, not for his ass, for the girl you talking about. Woo! Nigga, they cheer so motherfucking long, you can't get the goddamn joke out. Woo! I love Ariana! The modern day Mariah! I love that girl! But yeah, so I love her so much! But yeah, so I love her so much! Yeah, so But yeah, so all of a sudden, you know, she's a little darker than usual, and she really hasn't been spending that much time in the sun, more or less a tanning bed, and she started buying all of these bronze products. She looks like a Hall of Fame statue. She wasn't like that in the beginning for some reason. The crowd dead ass, so just look at this like, really, nigga. Yeah, so she started looking like a Hall of Fame bus. You know, I think I saw Troy Aikman over there. I was going to give him one, be like, hey, isn't that, did your Hall of Fame bus just walk out of Canton and just break through the glass? Because I think, yeah, it's kind of crazy. As soon as it be Anthony just jump off the dollar coin or some shit, I don't know what happened. But yeah, obviously she looks, and then she talks in what they call a black scent. I never knew that language existed, though. So all of a sudden, she goes from, hey, how are you doing? And she said, what's up, my nigga? And I was just confused. I'm like, bro, where did you pick up that language? And where can I find it so I can talk like that? I mean, Jesus. Do I get it from Google? Do I have to buy it on eBay? I mean, where?
It isn't just her look either, but also the way she talks. I mean, here's how she spoke at the beginning of her career, and here's how she sounded more recently.
Do you know where all of your awards are right now?
Yeah.
Where are they?
You shouldn't have said that. Don't give him any ideas, man.
Is hosting an awards show the worst possible gig?
Yeah, I just want to sing. I want to be there. I want to hit my mark, do my choreo, like feel good in it.
Have you ever considered phoning it in and lip syncing?
I'm good, man.
Will you stay on the 13th floor?
Kill me, get your ass in here.
That's a good question.
The universe has a plan.
Always.
Sometimes it's a really gnarly plan.
Okay, I was about to give it a benefit of the doubt, but this shit sound forced as fuck. You kind of hear it in her throat. It's kind of like you know how I'm talking regularly. This is me talking. She like, yeah, so I ain't gonna lie. Like, for real, though, on some real shit, them niggas ain't shit. I know I'm in kids for saying that shit, but listen, y'all in that motherfuckers let Justin Bieber go, motherfucker. You don't give me a pass. Shit. Equal lefts and equal rights, motherfucker. You gonna give me a pass? Yeah. You gonna get me a pass to this motherfucker? I even do that goddamn accent right. You gonna get me a pass to this bitch? I'ma walk these motherfucking hallways. You bet your ass on that. Yeah.
And it's not like she's really done much to clear up any confusion about her race either. She was included on a Spotify list for Black History Month, the only
what the fuck?
Included. And of course, she didn't mention it to Spotify. All of this
that was crazy, son.
Blackfishing, using makeup, tanning, and
that ain't even her fault. That's the nigga that did that.
Benefiting from cultural clout and driving social media engagement. But when it's more advantageous to appear white, like on the cover of Vogue, she leans into that. In 2021, she even deleted an Instagram post after being accused of yellowface, which, although the term sounds pretty racist, is actually what it's called. Stealing from black artists hasn't just been a feature of her public image either, but her music as well. This was best shown in her single 7 Rings.
She probably was like, hold on, let me make a lollipop. Lollipop. Yo, young moolah, baby. Did I do it right? Young moolah, baby. I'm a Martian. Yeah, did I do it right, guys? Did I do it right? Okay.
Which really cemented her movement into a more hip-hop type sound. Unfortunately for her, though, a lot of people accused her of stealing this song. First was Princess Nokia, although she did later delete this video.
Ain't that the little song I made about brown women and their hair? Sounds about white.
Then was Soulja Boy, who got involved going off on her on Instagram Live and accusing her of being a thief who stole his swag in a series of tweets. Although it is Soulja Boy, so take whatever he says with a grain of salt. To be fair, though, his criticisms actually have...
The nigga didn't even show what he said.
7 Rings undeniably uses basically the same flow as Big Draco's track Pretty Boy Swag. Finally, 2 Chainz jumped on the train, alleging not only that the song's chorus copied his song Spend It, but also that the music video was a ripoff too.
It is crazy,
It
they both
featured a massive
collaborated.
Pink Trap House, just like the Pink Trap House 2 Chainz had set up as a publicity stunt for his album Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. So it seems like Ariana Grande does have a little bit of plagiarism throughout her career. In this video, every single artist blatantly stole something from someone else, and yet none of them really saw any.
Alright, man, that's it. We got to dip, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later in the afternoon type shit. Nick came and talk about some, like, you slow, bruh? Nah, I'm quick to block your motherfucking ass, nigga. No, not today, bitch ass nigga. But yeah, alright, we done with this motherfucker. Appreciate y'all for whoever the fuck tuned in and stay respectful. Whoever didn't, I don't really care. I don't give a fuck. But nonetheless, I'm out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday. I'm about to say Friday. Thursday, you know, I love to scream. Oh! But yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday. I'm out of here. Y'all!